So radiation and constant phone use, as I said, related to anxiety, stress, and depression. But also nowadays 4G and 5G towers are built nearly everywhere, and the radiation from these harms birds. Common, cocaine was once used as a medicine to the people, but now only after decades people did find that it is really harmful.
That the biggest organizations like WHO, World Health Organizations, FDA, Germany's Federal Office for Radiation Protection has showed and agreed that there is no strong evidence proving cell phone radiation is harmful. So the real question is no evidence, no real harm. Then who benefits from the spreading the fear? And can my opponents able to show any true evidence? Sir, the only radiation here is the radiation of fear, not the cell phone radiation.
Good morning.
Then my
Gracious welcome to all on BLC's monthly debate competition. Today, the selected motion of the competition is very important and thought-provoking. So our topic says cell phone radiation is dangerous and it should be limited. As you all know, cell phones have become a part and parcel of our daily life. They connect us, inform us, and entertain us. But at the same time, there are rising concern about the effects of cell phone radiation on our health and environment. Today, our debaters will explore both sides of these issues and help us look at it more critically. We have two teams here, one supporting the motion and other opposing it. Both sides will present their arguments, challenge one another, and defend their perspectives. So, argument Avengers team is for the motion, and the rebuttal Rockets team is against the motion. Speaker for the motion are Sadiqa Shabnam, first speaker of the argument Avengers team. Abdullah Al Muqtadir bin Hashim Mughdhu, second speaker of this team. Tia Kabir Kaim, third speaker and team leader of this team. Speaker against the motion are Samiha Sina, first speaker of the rebuttal Rockets team. Farhal Arif Khan, second speaker of this team. Saad Abu Safwan Shaful, third speaker and team leader of this team. Before starting the debate, let me inform you about the order and time allocation of this debater. This debater will get 5 minutes. In the rebuttal round, both the team leader will get extra 2 minutes. Now, it's my turn to request Sadiqa Shabnam, the first speaker for the motion.
Respected teacher, honorable opponents, and my dear friends, good morning to you all, and thank you, moderator, for giving me the floor to speak something at today's debate. Today, I support the motion that is cell phone radiation is dangerous and should be limited. All of we know cell phone are parts of our daily life, but its excessive use can negatively impact our physical and mental health. I will explain some important reasons why we should limit mobile phone uses. Firstly, I will talk about physical health issues. Prolonged screen time can cause digital eye strain, leading to dryness, blurred vision, and headache. Not only this, blue light emitted from screen can interfere with melatonin production, which disrupts sleep patterns and leading to insomnia. The second concern is mental health. Excessive use can lead to screen dependency or addiction. That's why our minds become tired and less able to focus on important tasks or study. It also reduces productivity and lowers the brain's natural memory functions, like they can't save birth date, phone number, address in their brain because they can easily this in mobile phone. The third issue is social impact. Spending too much time on social media than with family and friends, leading to social isolation. Not only this, it's also hamper our social communications and direct interactions. The fourth concern is educational impairment. Many students waste their valuable time scrolling on social media or playing games during study time, often get distracted, leading to lower academic engagement. The fifth concern is thinking dependency. Over time, Google and AI tools reduces our intelligence and decision-making ability. For example, instead of solving a math problem or remembering information, many people immediately use their phones or AI. And the final impact is on our environment. Cell phone radiation can also affect birds, bees, plants, and soil microbes, leading to reduced biodiversity and ecological imbalance. In conclusion, I just want to say we don't need to stop using phones completely, but by keeping distance instead of close contact, resting eyes for 20 seconds after every 20 minutes, reducing call duration, and avoiding poor networking area use, we can cut down exposure a lot. Thank you, audience.
Thank you, Shabnam. Thank you. Now, I would like Samiha Sina, the first speaker against the motion.
Thank you, Honorable Moderator, for giving me the floor. The topic says cell phone radiation is dangerous and should be limited, which is to stand against. Honorable Moderator, before proceeding any further, I would like to define and clarify key points, especially to our opponents. Our learned opponent only saw one side of the coin and decided to forget the others. Let's make our stance clear. Cell phone is easy to communication. Mobile phones allow us to talk or send messages to anyone, anywhere, at any time. If you are busy but need to shop, you can use your mobile phone. You can buy items online and pay safely. This saves time and is very easy. If you are bored, you can play games or on your mobile to pass the time. With the internet, we can quickly find information on any topic we want. Mobile devices help us study, watch educational videos, and learn new skills. While face-to-face skills may suffer, digital literacy, remote collaboration, and online networking skills improve. Mobile has many apps for learning languages, brain games, and productivity help people sharpen cognitive skills and stay organized. You can take photos to keep your special moments and memories with your mobile camera. You can use maps to find directions and explore new places easily with GPS on your mobile. You can set reminders so you don't forget important tasks, meetings, or events using reminders. Also, we can listen to our favorite songs anytime, making our day more enjoyable. Social media keeps us updated with friends, trends, and the world around us. Mobile phones allow us to watch live events or news from anywhere in the world. Video calling lets us see our family and friends even they are far away. With our mobile, we can join online classes and learn from home easily. We can make videos or blogs and share our ideas with the world to earn money. We can also do online business to earn money. Moreover, mobile alarms make sure we wake up on time and manage our schedule. Thank you, Honorable Moderator, and all the presents here.
Thank you, Samiha Sina. And now it's time for Abdullah Al Muqtadir bin Hashim Muthu. I would ask to clarify your position as the second speaker of the motion.
Good morning, respected audience, honorable moderator, and my dear friends. Today I am here to speak for the motion. The topic says cell phone radiation is dangerous and should be limited. Let us begin with the facts. According to World Health Organization, also known as WHO, cell phone is classified as possibly carcinogenic to humans. This means it has the potential to cause cancer. Now imagine this, more than 5 billion people across the globe use cell phones every single day. If even a small percentage of them are affected, the health risk is huge. Secondly, our brain is the most sensitive organ in our body, and cell phones are usually held close to our head. Research has shown that long-term use of mobile phones can increase the risk of the brain tumors, memory loss, and frequent headaches. In addition, radiation can disturb the electrical activity of our brain, leading to poor concentration and anxiety. Thirdly, children are in far greater danger than adults. You may ask why? Because their skulls are thinner and their brains are still developing. Radiation penetrates more deeply into their heads, increasing the risks as phones are now used by children at a very young age. This problem is becoming more and more serious. Fourthly, cell phone radiation is not only linked to cancer but also to sleep disturbances, infertility, and heart irregularities. Many people who keep their phones near their pillows complain of poor sleep. Radiation interferes with the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone, which is essential for proper rest. Lack of sleep further leads to stress, obesity, and other health issues. Now, some may argue that there is no 100% confirmed proof. But let me ask, should we wait for millions of people to suffer before taking action? The precautionary principle says, when in doubt, act with caution. Seatbelts were made compulsory before everyone proved accidents are deadly. Cigarettes were limited before science fully explained lung cancer. Likewise, cell phone radiation should be limited before it is too late. What can we do? The solution is not to ban phones, but to use them wisely. We can reduce this case by using speaker mode, earphones, or texting instead of long calls. We can avoid keeping phones under pillows at night and encourage children to limit their use. Governments can create rules and awareness campaigns just like they did for smoking and pollution. In conclusion, cell phones are useful tools, but their radiation is undeniably dangerous. Limiting exposure is not about fear. It is about safety. Protecting our health today will save millions of lives tomorrow. Therefore, I strongly support the motion. Cell phone radiation is dangerous and should be limited. Thank you, Honorable Moderator and Honorable Presence here, for listening to my speech.
Thank you. Now it's time for Falhal Arif Khan. So you are asked to clarify your position.
Thank you, Honorable Moderator, for letting me the floor to speak something on my favor on this topic that cell phone radiation is harmful and should be limited. So, first of all, I want to say that cell phone should not be limited. So, let us talk about the main point about radiation. Scientists around the world have studied cell phone radiation for more than 20 years. Till now, they have not found any solid proof that normal phone use causes cancer or other serious diseases. For example, millions of people use phones every day, but we do not see people falling sick just because of phone radiation. If it was really that harmful, governments and doctors would have already limited them. Secondly, cell phones are very important in our daily lives. They are just not for talking, they are also for learning and safety. For example, students use phones to search for information, to attend online classes, and to connect with teachers. In emergencies, a single phone call can save a life, like calling an ambulance or the police. Uh, if someone is lost, GPS on the phone helps them find their way. Can we imagine limiting all these life-saving uses just because of a fear that it is not even proven? Thirdly, the amount of radiation from phone is very low. It is much weaker than those X-rays or like medical scans. People also follow strict international safety rules. If they cross the limit, they are not allowed to be sold. This shows that the devices we use every day are already checked, and it is just because to keep us safe. Yes, it is true that phones can cause problems if we overuse them because not of the phone radiations. For example, some children play games all night and it like they lose their sleep, or spend too much time on social media just instead of studying. But that is not because of radiation, it is because of misuse. Just like eating too much junk food is bad, we don't ban food or we don't limit food. We just simply learn to eat it in the right way. In the same way, we should learn to use phone wisely by limiting screen time using headphones or speaker mode and balancing study with phone use. In conclusion, banning cell phones is not the answer. Phones are useful, safe within limits, and necessary in modern life. Instead of banning, we should teach people to use them smartly and responsibly. Cell phones are tools like any other tool. They are good when used properly. Thank you, Honorable, and all the parents here.
Now it's time for Ishtiaq Abid Karim, third speaker and team leader for the motion. You are asked to clarify your position as a team leader.
Thank you, Honorable Moderator, and my worthy opponents for giving me the opportunity. I stand before you strongly to support the motion. Cell phone radiation is dangerous and should be limited. Cell phones emit radio frequency radiation, a type of non-ionizing electromagnetic radiation. Many argue that since it is non-ionizing, it is harmless. But this is misleading. Even though it does not directly break DNA, RF radiation hits tissues, disturbs cells, and interferes with biological systems of human body. One of the most serious dangers linked to cell phone radiation is cancer. Several studies suggest long-term exposure can lead to gliomas and acoustic neuromas, types of brain tumors, and it is the most dangerous thing of a human body can endure. Our brain works through tiny electrical impulses. Cell phone radiation interferes with the signals of researchers have linked excessive phone use with headaches, difficulty in concentration, reduced memory power, and mental fatigue. Imagine a generation growing up with unable to remember well, always restless and tired. That is the hidden cost of our cell phone usage. Children are at the greatest risk because their skulls are thinner, their tissues are softer and sensitive, their bodies are still developing. Radiation penetrates deeper into the children's body and harms them. A study by American Academy of Pediatrics warns that children's long-term exposure to mobile phone can harm their brain and make them make their change in their behavioral changes, make them unable to think anything, and make them mentally really bad. Many of us sleep with our phones next to us or even under our pillows. But studies show that radiation disrupts the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. Poor sleep causes fatigue, stress, anxiety, depression, and even long-term neurological disorders. We may think the phone is helping us relax, but in reality, it is silently robbing us our true rest. The danger is not limited only to humans. Birds, bees, which are essential for pollination, are affected by electromagnetic radiation, which is really affecting our crops, our agriculture. Decline in pollinators threatens the entire food chain, and because of them, the ecosystem is slowly beginning to fall. If the insects are keeping our crops alive, should we really harm them so that we die of hunger? So radiation and constant phone use, as I said, related to anxiety, stress, and depression, but also nowadays 4G and 5G towers are built nearly everywhere, and the radiation from these harms birds. And history teaches us that harmful things often appear first as harmless. Leaded petrol was once common, cocaine was once used as a medicine to the people, but now, only after decades, people did find that it is really harmful. Will we repeat the same mistake with the cell phone radiation? We shouldn't. And even if there is no absolute proof yet, should we gamble with human life? If the animals are being affected by the radiation, are we sure that we won't be affected by it? We are sure. I mean, there are many symptoms like we are having brain tumors, brain cancers, and many other things. So by the time conclusive evidence comes, millions may already suffer. It is wiser to limit exposure now than regret later.
Thank you, Karim. Thank you. Now it's your turn to say something against the motion with the third speaker and team leader. So I would like Sad Abu Safwan Shafar.
Honorable Judge and Moderator, thanks for giving me the opportunity to deliver my speech. I'm the third speaker from the opposition team. Today's topic, cell phone radiation is dangerous and should be limited. Our team strongly says no, that's a myth, a fair business, and a product of media exaggeration. Firstly, I want to say, so if cell phone radiation was really that deadly, then all 7 billion people on Earth would be in the hospital by now, not here debating. Then scientists confirm cell phone radiation is non-ionizing radiation. That means it doesn't break DNA, doesn't cause cancer. Microwave, Wi-Fi, radio signals, all are in the same category. If this was so harmful, listening to radio would have killed us all. And it means that it doesn't cause any children or babies. I also want to tell my opponents that the biggest Organizations like WHO, World Health Organizations, FDA, Germany's Federal Office for Radiation Protection has showed and agreed that there is no strong evidence proving cell phone radiation is harmful. So the real question is no evidence, no real harm. Then who benefits from the spreading the fear? And can my opponents able to show any true evidence? Sir, the only radiation here is the radiation of fear, not the cell phone radiation. Then my overeducated opponents has told that radiation causes cancer. My question, where is the proof? Which study? A few teeny studies with maybe, could be, but nothing conclusive. Billions of people use mobile phones daily, but the cancer rates are not shooting up with phone usage. They said radiation should be limited. I ask, then what about emergency calls, online classes, telemedicine, ambulances? Limiting phones would push society backward, not forward. Cell phone radiation is not dangerous. What's truly dangerous is blind fear without facts. Honorable Judge, the real problem is misuse, late night gaming, endless scrolling, screen addiction. That damages health, not the radiation itself. So we say clearly that cell phone radiation is not dangerous and there is no need to limit it. And my honorable, they said that radiation is dangerous. I want to say their logic is dangerous because it has no evidence, and their evidence like the Barbie song. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, and imagination, life is my creation. Really, they're like the Barbie song. And my honorable, if cell phone radiation were really that harmful, then the opposition wouldn't even have voice today, because they also use phones every day, every single day, and they would have died in so many days. And my honorable, the funniest thing is the radiation story from the opposition is more harmful and dangerous than the real radiation of mobile. And they have told that we should use the other device. But I want to say the whole world's people is not trillionaire like my opponents, and a mobile or cell phone costs too low than the other devices. And all type of people can afford this. And a big thing that showed that my opponents can't use their brain. And the thing is, if anyone bought a smart TV, he or she will use this, then the mobile phone. When he or she will not use the mobile phone. So can he or she pick the TV in his pocket? Never. Now we are getting so much facilities by the mobile phone. We can pick it everywhere. And my honorable, another thing is that the story about mobile radiation is made by mothers. This story discourages their children from using mobile phones because most of the children use this day and night. But is there any harm due to radiation? No. I think my opponents came to the debate after hearing stories from their mother. And I also want to say, what about the COVID-19 time? Have they forgot this? In COVID-19 time, all the people all over the world use the mobile phone. They can't play outside. They only use mobile phone for entertainment. And entertainment is a big thing for our success. And also many kids injured in the field. If they went to the field, they injured and they got harassment, they got bullied. That's why they're now playing in mobile phone and they're learning many type of things. And my opponents say that every time that the radiation could be. I mean, they always say that it in their speech. They say that radiation can be, could be, etc., etc. I mean, it can be dangerous, but they are not telling this surely that it will be dangerous. It will be dangerous. Thank you, my moderator. I think that's it.
Thank you, Shafal. Thank you. Now, in this rebuttal round, I would like Istiak Kabir Kaim. You have only 1 minute to clarify your position.
So let us remember that technology is made to serve us, not to harm us. And even if there is a small chance of that it is going to harm us, we should take action in favor of that. It is a moral duty because we should save ourselves before going to improve technology. So, a first speaker of our opponent, if we are bored and we can play games on mobile phone. So that's the reason why children are getting addicted to phone, and they are the power of their rememberation. I mean, they can't remember well anything. They are doing bad in schools and their academic career. And we can learn many types of things from mobile phone. So if we can learn them, why are their teachers for? Why are their schools? Why are we going to coaching? Why are learning English right there? Coming to our debate. Our second speaker, there isn't any proof of harm of radiation. So there are hundreds of proofs where radiation caused us brain cancer. They are making our brain slow. They are making our brain function slowly. we can't remember well, we can't think well, we are losing our creativity.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Thank you.
One-
Thank you. In this rebuttal round, I would like Shuffle. You have only 1 minute.
Thank you so much, my honorable moderator. Thanks for giving me the opportunity again. All the big organizations like WHO, this is a World Health Organization. So it has been told that it won't be do anything, and all over the world, biggest organization has told that it won't be hurt us because it has been studied around 20 years, and after 20 years they can gain and improve. So is my opponent third speaker is the world most biggest organization? Is it the world's most biggest organization? And then he said that this is the problem of remembering things, like the kids forgot many things, their address, their school name, etc., etc. But this problem is not for the radiation. This problem comes from the misuse of mobile phone. All over the night they play games. All over the night they scroll on mobile phone. So this is the problem. This is not the problem for the radiation. And it has told all over the world that it is not breaking our DNA. It is not breaking our brain, and that means that it not cause our cancer. That's it.
Thank you, Shuffle. So,
Welcome.
and let me congratulate my participant again. Thank you for joining this presentation. Thank you.
Bilingual Learning Center, BLC, Bogura.